and welcome to this week's episode of the LGBTQ Review, where every week we take an LGBTQ related film and we talk about it a little bit. This week we are looking at This World We Live In.
Okay, so this film is about a guy called Joey who's played by Jake Parr. Very good. And it's a short film and it's about a gay man. He is pretending to be straight and he's pressured by his rugby and sport friends to go out and find women to sleep with and things. And he does actually use an app called Slammer without the E. So he finds a group of people who are having a sex party in a sex dungeon. He goes there, but he can't have gay sex without taking a lot of drugs, so he has to get really messed up, and then he can have gay sex, and that's fine. On this app, they put videos of him at this sex dungeon, and he gets really freaked out by it, and he overdoses, and then he calls his mum, and then he pukes up, and it's really bad, and at the end, he's just in the changing room with a bunch of men behind him.
Great 60-second recap, James. The cast and crew have an average age of 19.
Yeah.
Which is impressive.
Yeah, really impressive.
I don't know what I was doing when I was 19.
Huh?
And I also know the budget is £0. It's so impressive that such a talented group of young people did such a great film with so little money. Just technically, you would not have known, because it's just really good. There's no technical faults with it at all. There's a really famous monologue at the end of Blade Runner about tears in the rain and how it washes away and things. And there's not as good a monologue at the beginning of this film when he's in the shower. So yeah, not as good as Blade Runner, but as we talked about before, Blade Runner and this film, not the same film. So
I really like the whole film, but the script just feels like a first draft of a script. Several cliches that could have been taken out.
Yeah, I guess I don't know how much they've done before this. I know they haven't done study film or anything. Definitely feels like a first film, just because you don't tend to do more than one draft. There's a scene at the beginning and he's in a bar, and then he talks about being how men are animals and hunters and pack animals, and they hunt the women, which is not my experience at all, but fair enough if that's your experience. So they go out for drinks, and then he feels compelled to pick up a girl, which he does. They have a really awkward thing in the back of a taxi.
He's not looking at her, she gives him a blowjob, the classic.
Yeah, his trousers are still done up. She seems really robotic about giving head, a bit like what Beth's doing now. Yeah.
No regrets!
So he goes on the app, right, and he goes to the house. He finds his house in the weirdest possible way, which is looking around the room a bit. Not something you do unless you're looking for Pokemon or trying to get signal. It's the kind of look you would have if a friend shouted at someone who you fancied to get their attention, and then you didn't want to look like you were looking at them. It's oh, what was that? In the sex dungeon, there is a guy dressed like a wrestler.
They're very popular.
What, wrestler costumes or this, whatever it actually is?
Yeah, in gay porn.
They all wear the same pants in there as well, and they offer him some pants.
It's a uniform.
Yeah.
Why were they wearing pants?
Anything else about the sex dungeon?
It's very pink and purple. When he first went in, it was a bit like a Disney sex dungeon. The bum, that was good.
What one? Yeah, that's the second or third of 5
He's
shower
a very
scenes.
clean man.
Yeah, unusually we watched this one together, and you brought this up. Very expensive bathroom for a student.
Yeah, and rubbish bedroom.
Yeah, didn't match the rest of his house.
There was no resolve. Not that there should be a resolve.
What do you think the ending is? Because he overdoses, presumably. He throws up everywhere, and he's on the phone to his mum, and then it cuts to him in the locker room, and he has a kind of recap and bring it full circle from the beginning about you can't be yourself type thing.
Why can't he just grow into Gareth Thomas?
Is that the choir guy?
No. We need to rate it.
Yeah.
This has been the LGBTQ Review. Thank you very much to the people that made This World We Live In for letting us watch and review the film.
Like and subscribe if you did like it and want to see more. Eventually, at some point, there will be some. Maybe. Who knows?